It's Coffee back at it, man. I think I'm on the Bluetooth, so because if you don't know, for those that tap into my content and really be listening, I be all up on the mic, man. Because one thing about JayCoffeeTalk, I gotten into this thing just to talk my ish, just to do me, do coffee type thing, but to be a voiceover artist. You know what I'm saying? That's my main talent. I got a lot of talents, but I'm saying that's the main thing that I ever got into the blogosphere for. They said, Coffee, you got the voice of an angel, or your voice is, we just can't get enough of it. In a way, just on some cool ish, like, yo, bro, you should, you know what I mean? Here, man. I see you already did so. Thank you. But yeah, so my whole spiel there on the whole voiceover thing is that's why I tapped into the blogosphere. But I'm not on the blue tizzy right now. But I'm like still want to be up on the mic, like on the phone. You know what I mean? I'd be up on the thing, like I'm pressing up on a fly shorty, but I'm in a committed relationship, But if I wasn't the way I would be, you know what I mean? But anyways, I one of my good bloggers for buddies, an actual real life friend. I've met this guy. He's a cool guy. I mention him on the channel from time to time. We're talking about Black Bigot, aka Lamont at Large. Just did this blog, this vlog, and it reminded me it's a true crime thing. He went to the scene of not the scene, or no, it was the scene, to the home of an evil, sick, sociopathic, demented, just disturbing. I'm seriously, you're about to hear it. And anyone who catches this on the playback, make sure to subscribe and let me know what's. But all I could keep thinking about when I heard this is, this guy sounds like he should have been Jeffrey Dahmer's best friend. Or is this Jeffrey Dahmer's soulmate? As this guy is a dude also, and we know Dahmer swung that way. You know what I mean? Like, shorty swing my way. Oh, hold on, let me pull it up, cue it up. Thank you for tuning in. Who we got in here? Drop a comment, guys, but y'all know how I do. I gotta pause it while I cue this up. Give me one moment. All right, we're back, guys. I think I got it right here. Yes. Gay male dead is in the thumbnail. Let's pull it up.
You're sitting here as a man who's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. You've confessed to
I'm not on the
6 young men in
Bluetooth.
this city and crimes.
So I'm not on the Bluetooth. So I was supposed to be all up on the phone. But yeah, guys, listen, this is some grisly shit, man.
That horrified the city and much of the country. You've confessed to, in various degrees, felonious restraint, drugging people, sexually abusing, torturing them.
What the fuck?
And until now, you've refused all interviews. So in light of all those facts, I have to ask you, why are you here? What is it you have to say to us? What is it you want to say about yourself in this case?
Well, I've had the media clamoring to get interviews with me. And after I made my last pleas, I wanted to get at least part of my side of it out. I found it very hard to find any way to do that in Kansas City. the media has so biased my case.
Yo, I swear too, now the Bluetooth is on. I swear, Alias, man. Alias. His name's been popping back up in the mix as of late. He's from KC. And I swear I heard him, I feel like Alias, when I was listening to this in Kansas City, this like gay serial killer, I was like, I think Alias brought.
And their motive is no separate from the way I treated my victims. I treated them as something less than human, nothing more than a play toy or not a play object. This is what the media has done to me. It's dehumanized me so that it can believe, along with the other good things like human sacrifice.
You hear the audacity of this guy, though. He's like, the media dehumanized me. I did torture and kill and maim and just brutalize a bunch of people, all for my sick, evil, demented, wicked, joy or whatever. But he's like, the media has dehumanized me like I dehumanize my victims, man. Sociopath to the core. But I'm telling you, keep listening. This guy is Dahmer's best friend, y'all. Or should have been.
Sex Satanism, demonic practices are more believable than me being the neighbor next door who reached a point in his life where he could do monstrous acts. That's not the same thing as being a monster.
We got some interesting artwork right here. Some of these people right here have some real talent. This is a pretty artsy neighborhood here in Kansas City, Missouri. You got the Art Institute of Kansas City about a half a mile over yonder. And in this very artsy neighborhood, several years ago, almost 40 to be exact, lived a man by the name of Robert Berdella. Robert liked to do...
So anyone in here now, I don't know if the comments are working or not. This on the playback, have you ever heard of Robert Berdella?
Many things with his hands. He was an artist like some of these people that you see their work behind me. He also loved to kill gay male prostitutes and torture them. In this video today, we're going to talk about some of the sick and twisted things that Butcher Bob did in the confines of his own home. We're going to visit that home. And a little bit of a warning for you guys. There's some pretty disgusting, foul things in this video. If you are sensitive to violence and stuff of that nature, you might want to skip this video. Without further ado, let's start walking. And we're going to start talking about Butcher Bob Berdella.
Butcher Bob, it almost reminds me a little bit of Silence of the Lambs, Buffalo Bob or Buffalo Bill. Yo, I always hate that. You know, that gets even like, you know, as I'm a diehard Bills fan, you know, like, I don't know. I just don't like the whole Buffalo Bill thing. Give that sick son of a bitch a different name.
The Butcher of Kansas City. Let's get rolling. Robert Berdella was born on January 31st, 1949 in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. And his childhood growing up kind of reads like a prototypical kid that has physical deficiencies and he gets bullied at school. First of all, he was very nearsighted, so he wore glasses. He probably had those really thick Coke bottle glasses that kids would often wear back in the 50s and the 60s. Number two, this kid wasn't very athletic. As a matter of fact, he was so unathletic, his father would often beat him because he was.
Listen, guys, the Dahmer similarities. Just keep that in mind as you're listening to this once again. So much of this reminds me of the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
Very good at sports. And in school, he's not very popular, and he has really no friends at all whatsoever. And he has another little secret that he dare not tell anybody, not even people that he would imagine that he would be close to. And that little secret was that Robert was gay. He knew when he was 7, 8 years old that he liked other boys. But of course, back in those days, you weren't really free to go ahead and be yourself without facing ridicule, as opposed to today where you can kind of go out and gallivant, be yourself, and no.
I don't know why when he said that, gallivant cracked me up when I listened to this. R.I.P. to my father-in-law, man. That was his lingo. He would always say, "Oh, they want to gallivant around town like this or that." Not specifically speaking about gay people, but he definitely used that term talking about some gay people before. But let's carry on into the bio and history of Jeffrey Dahmer's soulmate.
One gonna think anything differently. Well, at least in this neighborhood anyway. So Robert, I don't know why, but he moves out here to Kansas City and he starts attending the Art Institute of Kansas City, which is, of course, about a half a mile over there. And when he's at the school, he remains pretty much the same kind of recluse that he was back in Ohio. For an art project, I don't know why he did this, because probably he's insane, but he got a duck and he killed it and he cooked it. But when he was in class, he explained how he tortured this duck.
Lonnie, what up?
Before he killed it. Yeah.
Yo, you hear that? What up, Lon? Shout out to my guy, Lon, the Don, and the chit. Smash a like for me. You know, grows up, obviously gay, right? His dad is like, oh, my son's not going to be a gay boy, but obviously that ain't the word that he would have really used. It's a word we can't really say it today. Not that I'm saying I'm like want to say it, but you know, he's like my son's an F word. But so he grows up, decides to go on his own. You know what I'm saying? Or not decides. That's what we all do. A coming of age tale about a sick son of a bitch. But he grows up and wants to get into art shit, right? He's an artistic guy. But that right there would have been some red flags. So he goes to KC again. I remember Alias talking about this guy, I swear. But he enrolls in the art school in, hold on, y'all. So he, for a project, he captures, kills, and cooks a duck and eats it, which I've had pet ducks before. Muscovy ducks, the best animal there is, man. They're just amazing animals and great pets, man. Someday, when I'm rich and retired, we're gonna have land and have a farm, and we're gonna have some Muscovy ducks on that bitch. That's a fact. But anyways, he goes for the art project and tells them about how he tortured this duck. Yo, I would have turned him in. I would have snitched. I would have called the law and said, yo, I want you to come lock up this evil bastard for cruelty to animals or something. Like, that was just cool. He just pulled up in art school talking about how he tortured a duck. Come on, man.
I loved animals and really loved hurting people.
And then, hurting animals, we know this, we've heard this. It is a warning sign. A lot of these sick, evil, demented, demonic killers tortured animals as kids. Hold on, though. I got to unplug this from the Bluetooth. All right, we are back.
After being lambasted by one of the officials at the school for this disgusting display Bob considered art, he decided to drop out of school.
Oh, no, see, now I'm tripping. I missed this the first time around. He said he was lambasted by some people at the school, and he dropped out. So they did say something. But shit, I would have called the police or something. Like, yo, get this guy off the streets, up out of society. He's not only torturing animals, he thinks it's cool. Just come in and talk about it. Like, we're going to be like, good job, Bob.
So now you don't have a job. You're in Kansas City and you're an artist or whatever kind of artist this guy thought he was. So he decides to open up a shop at the Westport flea market. He had a booth there where he would display and sell his artwork. He would sell jewelry, antique jewelry and different antiques from all around.
Yo, watch out for those flea market people, right? He got himself a swap meet booth. But nah, it's a good way to make money, but it's just, you never know who you're mingling with.
The world. He called it Bob's Bizarre Bazaar. So he has this shop, and that's how he's making the bulk of his living. But also, Bob had another penchant. He loved picking up prostitutes, gay male prostitutes. He would ply them with drugs. Basically, anybody in the area, if you were a gay youth, you knew that you can go to Bob's place to hang your head. But also they knew that when you go to that dude's house, he's going to expect something else out of you, to say the least. So teenage runaway.
Everywhere in these different cities across America, man, these sick flux that want to take in the youth, man, you got to watch them. I mean, that goes without saying, but it's crazy. This shit goes on every day. People got to step up and say something and do something, man, when they see something.
Gay male prostitutes, drug addicts, just, fringes of society that really don't have.
Hey, I'm here. If you're ready, I'm on a live.
Hang on a minute. I got 4 orders. I'm going to head to but it'll only take a minute.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. No, should I just go do that now then?
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, I might as well take it with hers, right?
Yeah.
No.
I'm just tossing it down.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to take it now.
That way he doesn't forget. Because if it doesn't go together. Are we shipping this out?
All right, I'm gonna continue with this live. I'll be right back.
All right.
A place to go would go to Bob's house, and in a sense, it was basically a flop house. Throughout the years, as Bob is living here in this neighborhood,
Police got to shut down them flop houses, man. It's all bad. Not always, but more than not. You got to watch the adult in the flop house. You know what I'm saying? If it's just some youths looking out for their fellow peers or whatever, that's one thing. But when there's some adult harboring a bunch of juveniles, that's a problem, and it always is. And there's not enough laws a lot of the time, state to state. New York State, you're going down. They'll run right up in there and do what they got to do. But in other states, you'd be surprised how a lot of these sick flux, I don't want to say are protected by the law, but get away with the sick shit they're doing, man. That's when you just get the strap and lay them down. But I'm not advocating for anyone to do that, but fuck the wicked.
he has his little shop. He's picking up gay male prostitutes. The constant sex and drugs and booze, it's getting a little bit boring. Bob is starting to discover that it's getting harder and harder for him to get off, so to speak, with just regular sex that he's constantly paying for. So one of his sick, disgusting fantasies that he would write in his many, many notebooks is of how he would love to get somebody, kidnap them, drug them, tie them up, torture them, rape them, and then finally dispose of them. And he would go on to...
Sounds just like Dahmer, guys. Again, pay attention to all the details. Sounds just like Dahmer.
To live out his disgusting fantasies starting in 1984. His first victim was 19-year-old Jerry Howell. He was the son of Paul Howell. I think he was some kind of a business associate of his, something along those lines. So Jerry needed a ride, I believe, to school or a school function, something along those lines. And instead of taking him to this function, he somehow convinces him to come home with him. Maybe he said, hey, I have some marijuana, you want to smoke? Whatever he, told him to, reason for him to get into his home. So he gets this kid into his home and he proceeds to drug him. He would use either Valium or some other kind of prescription narcotic that he would buy off the street. So for the ensuing...
84, was that before Dahmer or after? And yo, when you watch the visuals here, is my man Lamont at Large, aka Black Bigot, aka Black Bigelow, is he like walking extra slow? I don't know, the way the camera moves, maybe that's the key when you do this kind of stuff. You gotta walk very slow and keep the camera stable. I don't know, is he tiptoeing? Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
What might possibly be weeks, he has this guy constantly drugged up, tied up to a chair in his basement. And when he's finally done with Jerry, he goes ahead and kills him. He hangs him up on some kind of either like a meat hook or chained him up, something along those lines. And he would make cuts in the major arteries of the body and basically bleed him out. Then he would dismember the body parts. He would wrap them up in trash bags and simply put the trash can out for the trash following morning. His next victim would be 23-year-old Robert Sheldon. Now, Jerry Howell by this time has been...
Robert Sheldon sounds super familiar. I don't know why. But as we're listening to this, and I keep referencing Jeffrey Dahmer, only thing I'm thinking of that didn't, as this carries on and we hear more about this sick, evil killer, I don't think any cannibalism involved in this. That's about the only thing that doesn't remind me of Dahmer.
Been missing for many, many weeks now, and just like anything in life, when a person goes missing, there's a fervor of information being let out by the police, and then it kind of dies down, and people stop talking about it. So he gets his next victim, per usual, convincing him to come to his house, and he would get the guy, drug him, tie him up, and rape him. Now this time, he's feeling a little bit frisky in his own sick, deviant mind. So he decides to get, for some unknown reason, we don't know why people like this do these disgusting things. He gets drain cleaner and pours it in this guy's eyes just because he...
This reminded me of Dahmer too. Remember, Dahmer used to drill into people's brains and put Drano in their brains and just weird shit like that, man.
Sick. And then he takes the drain cleaner and makes him drink it. He wants to turn this guy into some kind of blind mute for some unknown reason.
Remember, Dahmer was trying to turn his victims into like zombies or something, which is crazy. Can you believe one of them got away? A kid, he got away and was walking down the street in his drawers with his head bleeding, and the police pulled up and then said, listen, this is a kid, something's wrong, you got to do something. And Dahmer was able to convince the police that this kid was really an adult and his boyfriend. It's so just terrible and creepy, man. And in the Dahmer series that was on Netflix, that part really fucked with me, man. What the fuck, man? It's so sick, these killers, man. People get lost in this true crime-ish. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when you're tapping into this true crime content, you got to stay on point. and understand what we're dealing with.
And then he would take a caulking gun with caulk and fill his ears, stick it right into his ear and just fill it up with that stuff. And then eventually, just like Jerry, kill him, string him up, bleed him out, dismember him, take the body parts, put it in his black trash bags. One of his victims' skull, for some unknown reason, he wanted to keep it as a souvenir.
Also, like Dahmer, if you guys remember, Dahmer had multiple skulls, I think, at his crib. And he spray painted one of them. Like, he did weird shit like that, man.
So he buried it in it. And I believe also another skull, he buried it in his backyard.
And he also, if I recall correctly, on the show, they showed that, like, one of his first victims, he, like, smashed the bones all up. Shit's so creepy to think of. Again, man, people get lost in the sauce with this true crime stuff. They're a little too aggressive about it. Yo, this is some of the most horrific, just evil, sickening shit that ever took place.
Turgis and Todd Stoops, these would be the next three victims of Berdella. From 1984 to 1987, Bob would go on to kill 6 young men, some of them prostitutes, some of them runaways, some of them just needed a place to stay. His last victim, Larry Wayne Pearson, was probably tortured the worst. He was kept in his basement, held captive, being constantly drugged, constantly raped for the better part of 6 weeks. Finally, after he couldn't take any more, he finally died when Bob Berdella took his fist and sodomized it with rupturing his anal cavity, and that is how he died. He bled to death.
What is up, Jay Millie? This is the bro, Black Bigot, aka Black Bigelow, aka Lamana at Large. I know you hear me reference him on the channel quite often. I wanted to share this video with the people and see what everyone thought. When I heard this, bro, so much of this sick serial killer that he's doing basically a bio on and pulling up where he used to live, which is crazy, bro, with alias name. And I know normally when he's referenced, no one really says his name, right? There's Lon and Don again. Smash that like for me if you would, Millie, please. And anyone else who sees this and anyone else who catches this on the playback, make sure to hit the like and, of course, subscribe. This is JayCoffeeTalk, where we talk it up on music, news, sports, current events, life, and much, much more every day. And I need to hear from the people. That's what it's all about over here, is hearing from the people, tapping in with you guys, coffee talking it up. But Millie, I swear, I was like, I think I heard Alias talk about this guy before once. Because this is in KC, Missouri, this guy. But anyways, Millie, so much of this sick, evil killer's story reminded me of Jeffrey Dahmer, to the point that I was like, yo, this Dahmer's would-be best friend or soulmate? You know what I mean? Because obviously they were on that butt pirate timing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But yeah, we're close to the end, bro. But if you're intrigued by this, I urge you when I end this to go back and catch the whole thing, man. I feel like, Millie, you say you tap into the true crime. Line says who? The King of Whoville. Remember that on AD's channel when they said that? Who? The King of Whoville. But yeah, bro, so much of this story just reminds me of Dahmer. Like, damn, was this Dahmer's soulmate? The only thing that I haven't heard is cannibalism. That's the only thing that really is different. Other than that, their stories are like so much the same. But yo, this was 84. Oh, Scotty's in here? I didn't even know. What's good, Scotty? What's good, my guy? Smash that like for me. But 84, was that before Dahmer or after? Do y'all remember? Dahmer was 90s, right? So this would have been before Dahmer. So was this like Dahmer's big homie or something?
Chris Bryson might have been a runaway. I don't remember quite off the top of my head if he was a prostitute or not, but he would have been the victim number 7 of Bob Berdella had he not earned his trust.
Bob Bordella, that's the name. Any of y'all heard of him?
And as he was torturing Mr. Bryson, somehow he earned his way to where instead of him being constantly tied up to his bed, he would let him tie his hands in front of him. And one night he was tied up, but he had his hands again in front of him. And he either lit a match or there was a candle, and he lit the rope on fire to break the ropes apart to free himself. He runs the hell out of this house, goes to the police, and tells them his harrowing tale. Now,
so kind of similar to Dahmer as well. You know, with Dahmer, a guy did get away, more or less manipulated Dahmer into playing along with him or whatever terminology or however you want to reference it. He did what he had to do to survive. And when the time was right, he made his move and got up out of there and went to the police. But if you remember with Dahmer, the police didn't give a fuck, man. They were like, that's what I was saying. I don't think y'all were in here. Check out, what did I, that one, that have a tape of him in the confession room. Damn, yeah, we'll pull that up next. Yeah, bro, like, and same with this guy. This guy got cool enough with this guy and then ended up lighting a match or whatever and burned his roped up handcuffs or whatever you want to call them off and was able to get up out of there. Another similar thing to the Dahmer story.
Oh, Bob Berdella's house used to be right in front of you, 4315 Charlotte. And of course, this house right here, that's 4319. And that one right there is 4311. So the house would have sat right.
Oh, also similar. I didn't even peep this the first time around because I was working. You know what I mean? So I just had the phone in the pocket. So always Millie or anyone, you know what I mean? If I'm at the office, if I'm grinding away and I'm working and I got my device in my pocket, when I pop up in someone's chat, I'll always normally drop a comment to let y'all know I'm in there. But I always get worried, right? Because like I know people might start asking me questions and then like, which I don't see because the phone, the jack's in the pocket. So then people might think, oh, Coffee's blowing me off. Coffee's not responding. But really, the phone's in the pocket. You know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't peep this earlier that they did knock this building down or this house down, which with the Dahmer story, I believe they knocked that building down as well. So another similar element between these two stories, which I got to say, man, the jack, bro, the jack. I see what you're saying, Lon, but no, that might be some New York slang, the jack. Like, yo, hit me on the jack. You know what I'm saying? That's some phone slang. But that was something I didn't realize this the first time around, and I was gonna say, because I didn't realize they knocked this building down. I was actually gonna ask, you know, the people of the blogosphere, they went down. It's better to just knock those buildings down. Hell, they should burn them down, and just to vaporize that evil energy and the blogosphere. Like the blogosphere up out of this sphere, this world that we live in, you know, where we exist in our physical presence. Like those places gotta go. Just burn them down. Seriously.
About here in front of you, and of course after everything was found out, they tore the house completely down. When the police came to question Bob Della, they found a very disgusting sight right in before their very. They found blood on the carpet all along. When they went into it,
you see the KC Oil's banner was right behind my man's head right there. But another similar thing, remember when they came to question Dahmer, they found pictures. That's what originally when they threw him in them cuffs and realized, yo, this is real. This sick son of a bitch. Like, this is not a gay domestic incident. This guy's an evil, demon, wicked bastard. Pictures.
They found blood in some barrels that he had. And finally, after they took him down to the station and they're asking him what's going on, to make long story short, he finally confessed, but he told them beforehand that he needed to be reassured that he wouldn't get the death penalty and he would confess to all the murders that he committed. And as the police are talking to him, they're going through his house and they found pictures of
another Royals banner, unless that's the same one behind the homie. Peep it. Right behind his dome, peep.
To all those young men inside of his home, and he would keep very detailed notes of all of the murders and the tortures was committed. He would write down who they were, how he picked them up, how he knew them, how he felt while he was doing it, the evidence you had.
So what do y'all think about that? I guess the public was outraged by that, guys. And yo, side question. I like the Kansas City Royals jerseys and logo. Just y'all, I don't know. I like, and don't they got like a waterfowl in their park somewhere else? I feel like they got a nice park too. That's another cool thing about baseball. Each diamond is a little different. You got the green monster. You got, you know what I mean? You seen Dude Kai facing 10 plus for that PlayStation 5? No, bro. I got to do a video on that. I did see he got bagged up and got arrested. But yeah, the Royal shit looks clean. I don't know. I like their, and it's rocked by the Kitchen Crips. Just some more info for y'all. But that is different between him and Dahmer. He had pics, and this guy kept pics, but apparently this guy kept journals as well, man.
In varying degrees of distress, tied up and being tortured.
Police cut a deal with him right off the rip. Hey, yeah, Jay Millie agrees. They look dope. But you what do y'all think about that? They cut a deal with the guy right off the rip. Hey, I'll confess to all this ish. I know I'm never coming home, but no death penalty. And they went ahead and did that, but the public was like outraged by that. But oh damn, there was just a shooting star. Oh, that's crazy. But what do y'all think about that? That they cut him the deal. You know, that as he was this weird, like the feds sometime, and I don't know what it comes from. Smells funny about that. Are you talking about them cutting the deals
and get a long, drawn out?
Easy, man. SPI hit me about that earlier.
So they agreed. They said, okay, fine. We'll give you life in prison. Just tell us everything. And he would tell them how he would dispose of the bodies. And that's pretty much the story of, in my opinion, Kansas City's.
Yo, am I still buffering? Am I better now, guys? Am I still buffering or am I better, guys? Hit the like for me.
Most infamous serial killer, Bob Berdella. He was eventually sentenced, of course, to life in prison, and he died, I think, October the 8th, 1992. He had a massive heart attack, and he died. He was 42 or 43 years of age. It's quite amazing that this neighborhood, how nice it is, and, you know, a very disgusting, perverted creep lived in this very neighborhood. I'm pretty sure people in this area know, you know, who he was and, you know, the house's location and all this stuff, but who knows? Anyways, guys, I am out of here. I'm hitting the road. I will catch up with you on the next vlog. Have a good one. Until next time, peace out.
Hold up, y'all.
There will never be a
Hold up, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you guys. I'm taking a piss. All right, I'm done urinating. But yeah. So now that like we take all this in full circle, I believe this had to be before Dahmer. This guy went to prison in the 80s, died of a massive heart attack at 42. How did that happen? How do you have such a bad heart? I mean, fuck this guy. Like, if they would have dumped him right in the police station, I wouldn't have gave a fuck, you know? But yeah, maybe this was a guy Dahmer looked to for inspiration or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, maybe as a kid, as he's growing up and learning of all this shit, you know, he heard of this story and was in a sick way inspired by it or something. I don't know. Lon, smash the like for me, guys. Come on, man. I see we got like 7 in here. Let's get the likes up as well. But Lon hit me with this link of this guy in the confessional. Let's pull that up. Hang tight 1 second. I just gotta pause it for a second. Hit the like for me, guys. All right, guys, we are back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The confession. All right, guys, we are back. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The confession. All right, guys, we are back. Yeah. Wait. You're saying they gave him cocaine in the confessional? No way. You gotta be joking. The line just starts talking about cocaine.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was...
Man, so good. Let me tell y'all a very brief story. I was just telling my daughter this the other day. We were talking about bagel bites and pizza bites and all that. One time, man, this was back somewhere around like 05, 06. Dude put his homie in the trunk. Oh, the heart attack, cocaine. Oh, so this is something different. Oh, this is the trunk. Okay, Alon, I thought you were going up the confessional. Okay, so this is something else. I got you. But yo, we were at Save-A-Lot once, shopping. Out the blue, there's just this random bagel bites. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, man, bagel bites. I ain't even gonna say fuck yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, man, bagel bites, right? So we copped them. Because they didn't even carry bagel bites there. You know what I'm saying? This was at Save-A-Lot, like 04, 05, 06. No, this was like 05, 06. So later when I get home, I'm all amped to eat these. Yeah, that's the body found in the trunk. But guess what they turned out to be, guys? Guess what kind of bagel bites? Before I say it, Millie, Lon, Scotty, if you're still in here, whoever is in here, and if you are in here, please hit the like, man. Don't be a recurring, not like hitting Gilligan. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Your guy Coffee. I'm just trying to coffee talk it up with y'all, man. I just need those likes. I'm hurting. I'm jonesing. No, I'm just playing. But no. Guess what flavor? Like, comment the nastiest flavor of bagel bites you ever seen. Because I'm going to tell y'all what they were. Real quick, though. Whoever's in here, comment the nastiest, like, what they could have been. Like, you're about to be like, oh, Coffee. This is what I'm saying. We thought we had pizza bagel bites. But we had something else. Someone take a guess. Let me see at least one guess in the comments before I tell you what these bagel bites really were. Somebody take a stab in the air. Breakfast, no. So guess what they were, guys? Reuben sandwich bagel bites. Now, comment if y'all fluck with Reubens. No, mushrooms, no, neither. They were Reubens. Now, a Reuben, of course, is sauerkraut. It's a melt sandwich, you know what I mean? So it's cooked like how It's cooked like how grilled cheese is. I don't know how I didn't notice that on the box while we were there. But yeah, man. But yeah. So a Reuben is corned beef with sauerkraut and Russian sauce, which is basically Thousand Island dressing or Big Mac sauce, more or less. Now, let me tell you guys something. I actually like Reubens minus sauerkraut. I do not. Oh, and Swiss. There's Swiss on a Reuben too. But I do not fluck with the sauerkraut, and I definitely can't eat fucking rye bread. Rye bread is so bad to me, I might as well eat a shit sandwich. Like, do any of y'all like rye bread? I cannot fuck with rye bread. It is so bad. Yeah, like I'll actually eat a Reuben, right? But I'll get a Reuben, no coleslaw, and I don't do the Thousand Island dressing. So I'll basically do corned beef with some Swiss melted on it. But I gotta have that thing on sourdough, maybe wheat, maybe white. I cannot fuck with the rye. No rye for coffee.
He used the car. His mama reported him missing. I popped the trunk, saw there's a dead body in the trunk. On July 29, 2020, shortly before 5 p.m., a Louisiana state trooper conducted a traffic stop involving a 2017 Chevrolet Camaro on Louisiana Highway 17 near Williamsboro, Louisiana.
Hot Boy Jesse. I've seen this channel before.
The vehicle was doing a 73 and a 55.
Yo, this guy definitely wasn't no license gang. Comment if y'all are no license gang. Anyone now or on the replay. I brought this up on the channel numerous times. If you got your fucking license suspended for tickets or child support or whatever, and you're a responsible driver and you're just trying to get around, you can't, you know what I mean? You got this itch hanging over your head, so you got to drive to go to work and do what you do, or you got, your plates are bad or whatever. You're driving with two hands on the wheel. You're tucking your fucking shirt into your pants with a belt, and it's a button-up Mr. Rogers. Like, you're dressing like Mr. Rogers. You don't got your hat tilted to the side. You ain't wearing a do-rag, a bandana, a sweatband, nothing. You're never speeding. You're like, you know what I mean? You're not doing none of that. Nothing. You're using your blinker, right? Like, this guy got a goddamn dead body in the trunk and is speeding. He probably was driving dirty too. He probably didn't have a license and probably all that. He's such a dumb son of a bitch. Think about that, y'all. This guy would have probably got away with murder. Well, maybe there could have been other factors that could have got him caught up, but we'll never know. He was doing this dumb-ish.
Dead 39, reason 3.
3-3-30 now.
LA 17, 1 mile south of LA 4.
Hey, are we good to go? It's all right. I'm just checking. I got the car running because of the thing, whatever, but. Okay. Yo, are you ready to go? Is she ready to go?
I'm ready.
Shoes on. Okay. Is Bones coming? Oh, if you. All right.
Black and orange Chevy Camaro 242 Charlie Lima Tango 242 COT Louisiana.
Lon said that's what this guy should have been doing too. Like, listen, we've heard this story numerous times with people drug trafficking, right? Going across state lines, couple birds in the trunk, couple bricks, whatever. They're speeding, they're smoking weed in the car, they're whatever. Did y'all watch BMF? I know my homie Millie did. I don't know if Millie's still in here, but on BMF, when they schooled everyone on, you know, hey, don't keep receipts You know what I'm saying? Don't do this. Don't smoke weed in the car. Some simple rules. You know, when you're breaking the law in a way that could send you away to prison for so many years. You know what I mean? Make your appearance come off as a square. Don't speed, shit like that. Right? Like we've seen it with people trafficking drugs. This guy did it with a dead body in the trunk. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Step out here. Step back over, man. How are you? Hey, good afternoon. I'm Trooper Nielsen, Louisiana State Police. The reason why I stopped you was for speeding. You know how fast you're going? 73 and a 55, so it's 18 over the limit. Do you have your driver's?
Damn, so that's the thing too. Like, I don't speed at all. Damn, the battery level just dropped down to 15, so I probably won't be up on here too much longer, y'all. Then he stopped the police. Then he stopped for the police for sure. Skip through. What do you, I don't get. What does that mean, Lon? Skip through? You're saying he should have just not stopped? He should have just skated? Well, if the car was clean and it was all in his name and he could have walked away with a ticket. But if like the car ain't his and he don't have a license and all that, like he's done data. He's done off. But I forget what I was just going to say. That 15 percentile notification just fucked me up, y'all. I had a point. Oh, to skip around. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. My bad, man. Oh, he's in the dead guy's car? Yeah, shit. He should have went on a high-speed chase and got out of Dodge and then ran. But let's keep it a buck. He's better off. Society, I guess, is better off that this man's behind bars, or I don't know. Is he a sick? I don't know. You know, that's all up for debate as well. But it's just crazy to think of motherfuckers. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. With speeding, sometimes you know there's that 5 mile per hour window. And at 55, you could maybe get away with 60. This motherfucker was 18 miles over the limit too. It's not like he was just speeding a little bit. Lonnie, that's the one I was asking about. I seen this. Man, I wish we still had the phone live, y'all. How many great lives have we had? Great combos where like I would play all this and then I would patch y'all in on the phone and we would just chop it. Man, those were the days. I got to get a new phone that's older because apparently you can do it on the old phone, but not the new phone.
License? No, sir. Do you have a driver's license? No, sir. Then why are you driving? I was just... Okay. Do you have any weapons on you? No, sir. It's okay. I was just asking. What's your name, man? Michael.
He's old. How old was this kid, Lon? Does anyone know?
Do you have insurance? Show me your insurance. Whose car is this, man? Your big brother? You smoking weed today? Okay. All right, we'll take a look at you. Do you have an ID?
Yo, I'm flucking with the do-rag, though. It's like a fatigue type joint going on. I don't know. I like it. Originally, when they were face-to-face, I didn't even peep he had the do-we on.
You have any ID?
Yo, I used to rock a do-rag, the white do-rag where you could see through it. Like if you just got some fresh braids and you can see the braids through the do-rag. Now I'm too old. I look crazy. On, forget about it.
Is there anyone in the car? Step here. Step here to me. Look at me, Michael. Make eye contact with me. Step out here. Step up here. Is there any weed in the car? Yes or no? Just the doobie in the ashtray, like. Okay. Anything else? All right. You be honest with me, I'll be honest with you. I ain't looking for no roads. hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else, man?
Yes, sir. I promise.
Okay, it's in the ashtray? In that
Yes.
cup thing?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When did you puff last?
This is
Be honest. Because I'm a drug recognition expert.
about an hour ago.
Okay.
He said, I'm a drug recognition expert. That's a whole nother story, this whole hustle they got, how they can hit you with that DUAI shit if you were smoking weed. But yo, dude is staying super calm for having a damn body in the trunk. For the situation this young man is in, I would have never thought it in a million years. He seems cool as a cucumber.
Okay. I'm gonna look at you, but all right, where you headed right now?
I was headed back home.
Okay. Where's home? What's your address? No, stop. Come here. Where do you live? It's easy. It's easy to answer this. Where do you live?
Yo, why is the cop covering the body cam right now? That's kind of weird. But yeah, he flucked up here, man. If they say where you live and you got to think about it, come on, man.
You don't know how to drive to your house?
I was coming from there. I got lost.
So what's the address?
Nah,
What?
Strawberry or nut?
What? You don't know your address?
no, sir.
Okay, come back here. Come back here.
Yeah, see, this is where it all switched up, man. He should have just spit out a bullshit address. Yeah, the Jay Millie said it's hard jumping fast. It is. But he can, don't he look pretty calm, though? See, I'm different. When my heart gets to skipping and jumping and all that, feeling like you're going to shit your pants. Hell, you feel like you're going to shit out your internal organs. I don't know, man. I didn't used to be like that, but from going through so many traumatic, wild situations, man, I'm a goddamn mess these days if I get into a situation, you know? But he should have, Lon said he wouldn't have stopped. I mean, he might as well have chanced it out and just went on a high-speed chase and see if he could got out of Dodge. Calm on the outside, nervous on the inside. Yo, listen, you gotta spit out a bullshit address or something, because you can see this right here where the cop says, oh, come over here. That's where it was all bad. The cop was kind of being cool at that point, like, all right, man, I'm not tripping about a joint, this, that, and the third. You already knew he didn't have a license, all that. But when you don't know where your fucking address is, it's bad. Hold on, y'all. I gotta plug this thing in, so we might get the Bluetooth come on and might get flucked up.
Phone this mupper right here, okay? Just sit down right here, okay? All right? All right. You've admitted there's a small amount of in the car, and I've smelled it. It's probable cause. Can I take a look at your car? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Dude, why would you say yes? The cop starts spitting this game about, you said there's this probable cause, and I'm a redneck. You know, how come you don't sound like a redneck, bro? Just curious. You think about it, they would probably drop the speeding knowing he caught with a body. I know, right? Lon, how come you don't sound all like a redneck like that? Like, yeah, I'm, I reckon we gotta go over and before our hunting trip, and we gotta get some chewing tobacco. He said, because I'm from the city. Whoa, they. But nah, yo, the cop said, can I search? And he said yes. Why in the fuck would you say yes? that's kind of like how like we seen Pino when he was snitching. Like some people will do what they don't want to do if you put a little bit of pressure on them. They won't say, no, I'm going to invoke my right to remain silent. This guy knows there's a goddamn body in the trunk. And he said, yes, sir. Yes, sir, you can search my car. That would have been crazy if he said no, and then they searched it anyways, and then the case got thrown out because of like a search and seizure thing. Right? Wouldn't that be nuts? That's northern Louisiana. The city differ from the backwoods accent. Y'all ever hear how they talk about people from great relatives that Louisiana? So like a lot of Grape Street cats sound like Cash Money millionaires. Like, whoa, they.
Okay, it's your brother's car? It's your brother? Hey, come here. Put that phone on that hood. You know, you ain't gonna sit here and be texting behind my back while I'm sitting here in this car. Get on that car. All right, now. When all this happened?
So I never saw this. I wonder if when he sees the body in the trunk, if he pulls the strap out on dude. Yeah, bro, I definitely would be running. Like, this is it. This is life or death, dude. You got a dead body in the trunk. That swamp show them guys, you can barely understand them. Their accent is so deep. For real, bro.
When all that happened? When?
My brother, he said it.
How long ago? Days?
Yeah.
Okay. Come back. Just leave this here. Come back here. Just stay right here in front of my car. Is this you, Rich?
Noriega has a song on the NORE album. You know, the one that had the song NORE and it had Super Thug, where it was like, what, NORE, Nori stands on the run, eating, all that. There's a track on there called Body in the Trunk featuring Nas, where he's like, there's a body in the trunk and it's getting hot. And matter of fact, a couple years ago on Drink Champs, and DJ EFN, who does Drink Champs podcast with Nori, they started talking about how Nas and Nori, all these years later, were going to actually get together and shoot a video for the track, but they never did. But I was thinking that would be a dope movement if a lot of rappers from back in the heyday, back when we were coming up, were making videos to old songs that they never did. I don't know. I think that would be lit.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, it's Jesse again. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm here about a mile north. About a mile north of LA4 on LA17. I got this. I got a orange and black Chevy Camaro stopped. I had stopped for speeding, 73 and a 50.
Oh, it's a Camaro. For some reason, I thought it was a Charger.
5. And it's got bullet holes all in the driver's side, right by the door.
Dude, that's crazy that the cop just noticed the bullet holes. He didn't notice it. I didn't know what he was talking about when he was saying, how long ago did that happen?
Y'all ain't looking for a car involved in anything. It's hold on, just let me run this date of birth. Yes, sir. And he don't even know where he lives. He won't, or he's saying he don't know where he lives.
Think about that, y'all. If he would have spit out an address, he probably would have been walking away with a ticket, man. Oh, I just live up here right around the corner on Street.
Well, I just making sure. I mean, he's saying he lives down here in Winsboro, but his address is coming back out of Richwood. But yeah, 41. He don't even know the address down here, but like right behind the driver's side door, there's like 2 or 3 bullet holes in that.
All right, guys, I gotta unplug again, so hold on a second.
So he said two or 3 days ago, his brother, is the name on the car, on the registration. Okay, I'm gonna call a guy. I mean, I'm code 4. I was just seeing if y'all had this connected to anything down here. Yes, sir. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm north of 4.
You ready?
Just about.
Okay.
Not even to. I'm right by the golf course.
I love you
All
too.
right, bye.
What's up? Huh?
Alright. I just wanted to see if y'all are working anything or looking at anything. I'm a mile north on LA 17 over here north of Winsboro. On just north of LA 4. And I got this car speeding 73 and a 55. It's a black and orange Camaro. And it's got like 3 bullet holes in the left side of it. In that Camaro, that little triangle window right behind the driver door. And right in the door jamb, there's a round, and there's like 2 right behind that. And he said he thinks his brother said his car was in something 2 nights ago. Now he says he lives in Winsboro, but he's got a Richwood address, and the car comes back out of Monroe, and he's got this he's got a GPS thing put in, but he don't even know the address, so he's lying about a bunch of junk. So I was just gonna check y'all aren't working anything up. Yeah. Okay.
His family in Monroe is looking for him. They saw me out here.
Okay. All right. Well,
Oh, damn, someone pulled up. Like, dude's missing.
I got somebody pulling up behind my scooter. All right, thank you, fella. Hey, now. Who are you?
I'm in a scared me to deal.
Well, how are y'all here?
Cause my people from Monroe on the phone.
What do you mean they were looking for him?
They looking for him to call missing. Hey.
Okay, give it a phone. Hey, man.
Damn, the cop was kind of being a prick to the dude. He's like, yo, we're looking for him. What do you mean? Their fucking family's missing. They're scared. What a dickhead, right? Like, he's all on the horn. Hey, do you guys got this car? Are you working any investigations on this and all that? And he's being like, but then someone pulls up, literally telling him, there's an investigation that we're on. Our peoples are missing. This and that. I just seen you got the car here. What's going on? And he's fucking, what do you mean?
Okay, what? His name is Michael. He's not giving that name, though. He's giving it.
Oh, Lon says he thought that dude texted him. Yeah, I can see that.
Another name. What's your number, sir? His phone back.
Yeah, I gotta go back to work.
Okay. He He said he needs his phone back. I'll call you on a block line in a minute, okay? Okay, thank you. All right, let me ask you something. Did you give me your right name?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Mike.
You got flats in your head?
No, sir.
Okay.
Yo, did he say plant? What's it called? Subtitle said plants, but did he say plats? Like, remember in Busta Rhymes made that video past the Cavassier, and it was like from Harlem Nights, where the chick says, "I slapped the plats out of your head."
Where do you live? Be honest to me. Monroe? Yes, Richwood. You don't live in Winsboro. Why would you try to bluff me on that? Why would you lie to me on that? Because I already knew that before this guy said something. What's up? Talk to me. You better stop lying to me right now. You're going to be in jail.
I'm just going to my sister.
To your sisters? So when I kept asking you where you live, you don't even know because this ain't even your house. You better get some act right in you and stop lying. Some act right in you and stop lying.
Yo, the subtitles, when he said act right, it said act ride, ACRIDE. Is that like, the subtitles are going by like the dictionary. Act ride, ACRIDE, that's a real word. Can someone get me the definition of that?
Mayor, I swear to God, you're fixing to go to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's the last freaking lie you better tell me. What's your last name? Who took the car? Who took that car from whoever it belonged to?
He gave me permission.
Mike gave you permission to drive this car?
Yes, sir.
Who gave him permission?
Yes, sir.
Stay with me, please. How are you? Good. This is Chad.
Yo, that's like the worst car too, if you're trying to be low key. It's not a low key car, it's loud. It's a Camaro. I don't know why I thought it was a Charger, but it's got stripes on it. It's orange, you know what I mean? Like, that is not the kind of car to lay low in the cut in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me on that? And did anyone get the ride definition?
Hold on a sec, sir. F39 Region 3. I've got a Franklin Parish unit out with me. What code for? Hey. All right.
Oh, damn. Are they loading up the guns right now? You hear all kinds of click-clacking going on, man. Shit's getting real right now.
Sir, what's your name? What's your name? Okay. Has this car been reported missing? Okay. Who? Okay, let me ask. Has the car been stolen missing? Who are you talking? Who are you talking to at the police department? Who do I need to talk to that knows? Yes, sir. Okay, give me the number. Hold on a second. 10-12. Oh, Frank Mansfield. In reference to your stop. Okay, what's the number, sir? Out here. Hey. Yeah.
Call the office.
It's orange. It's black with orange stripes. I just had to.
Yo, I'm tripping now. Why did dude, if he killed the dude, I don't understand why he just didn't leave him where he was at, or, you know, just thinking about it from the aspect of if you're trying to get away with bodying someone, why would you put him in the trunk and drive, right? Like, am I tripping, or what do y'all think? Like, what sense does that make?
And they took the car from Monroe, and he lied to me about his last name, his address and where he's from, that the daddy's looking at him. Some random guy pulls up behind me and said, hey, this guy's looking for that kid. I need to know if this car's been reported missing, stolen. And yeah. Okay. There's 3 bullet holes in the driver's side, right behind the driver's side door jamb, and like one in the.
Created for any mood, occasion, or activity. Extra channel can enjoy even more.
Hold on, y'all.
Right now, we're offering SiriusXM subscription plans for as low as $6 a month, plus fees and taxes. Call 844-711-8800 to find out more about these amazing offers.
With traditional radio, you could be putting up with 10, 15, even 20 minutes of interruptions every hour. Visit
Sorry, guys.
Door jam and like.
Sorry, guys. Damn, Lon, I missed your comment. You said he tried to say it was self-defense, but I just don't get why you would. And this is the thing too, if you ever do kill someone in self-defense, your best bet is calling it in right at that moment. When you start trying to do things to cover it up, it starts looking like a conspiracy to commit murder.
The jam and 2 right behind it. And I just, this guy's name is Mike. I'll go ahead. I'll give you the. Okay. 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 What I got is that they gave him permission to have this car. Okay. So I just need to know if it's been reported stolen or missing, so we can work it up from the back. Good deal. Thank you, man. Bye-bye. I get him out. I know he's BSing to me about where he's going. He says he's going to his sister's house down here. If you could, hey, talk to him, see if you can figure out if the sister thing is legit. He's out of Richwood. I told him, I knew he was lying to me. He said he lived in Winsboro. I put that together real quick, but something else ain't. He said this guy.
This cop's all trying to sound all slick and smart, like I knew this and that. Yo, you were buying what you were eating up the bullshit he was feeding you. Stop it.
Gave him the car. To give him the car. So I'm trying to, see if you can talk to it, see what this sister thing is, because he said he's got the GPS on his phone on the back lid. He said that's where he's going. And I knew he was lying then.
Hey, where your sister live at?
He was smelling what he was selling.
Hey, Scooter, do you work with a Ragus? Do you work with a guy named Ragus? R-A-G-U-S? Yeah. Is there like an investigator named Ragus or something? Okay, well, the Franklin Parish Sheriff's just called and said there's some contact with Monroe PD called Ragus, somebody named Ragus or something, that this car has been given to this boy by another boy who's been reported missing. And something's going on between the two of them. And this boy right here said that other boy gave him permission, but Monroe, the guy from Monroe hadn't called me yet, so I'm trying to see. He said he was the Franklin Parish Dispatch was gonna try to confirm all this and get back with me, but evidently, I mean, he got the 3 bullet holes in it, and the boy's been reported missing. Do we need to do anything specific with the car? Like, do we need to?
So what's the deal when you search a car? Because I'm surprised that they already searched it. He didn't pop the trunk. The trunk is like a whole nother thing, right? Because it's like a dwelling, more or less, because it's locked. Same thing with the glove box, if the glove box has a lock on it, right? Am I right when I say that?
Crap. Okay. Man, I just don't want something bad to come back on this with me letting it go.
Damn, y'all hear that? He said, I don't want something bad to come back with me letting him go. So still, even after all this, he was possibly about to walk. Yo, if he would have just gave out an address, this man would have been free. That's so crazy to think of, man. It's the details. The devil is in the details, y'all.
Okay. All right. Well, if I need any help, I'll call you back. I'm sorry to bother you, Scooter.
Yo, he said, if I need you, I'll holler back. Holler back, youngin'. Ooh, ooh. Holler back. Ooh, ooh. Remember that? Fabulous? Holler back, youngin'. Ooh, ooh.
Hey, Chad.
Lon said he almost got away. He really did, man. This just goes to show you how it really goes, man. You know what I mean? How shit can be a photo finish at the end of the day. Lon and Millie, I don't know who else in here. I think Scotty dipped. I think it's just y'all. Have you guys ever seen the movie Any Given Sunday? I just rewatched that, man. Fire movie, right? Side combo. Any Given Sunday is the truth. Millie says it's something about a redneck cop saying boy, like he talking about a black male that got me feeling some type of way. I seen it. Millie seen Any Given Sunday. Yeah, that's the truth. Yo, T.O.'s in that in a few scenes. Yeah, no, dude. Listen, so when I lived in Florida, I had a really bad situation with some cops, and a black dude put me down with the fact that the cop was like disrespecting me when he was calling me boy, even though it's not the same. The state troopers that way are iffy as fuck. See, I always thought state troopers are like zero tolerance. They ticket you for everything. But he kept saying boy in the way, and he was like, this light-skinned black dude that was in the mix with me, because this fucking cracker jackass red motherfucker hit me at a red light, and then I hit into this truck, and the dude that he hit me into, he was working. He worked for a pest control company. But when this was all going down, when the cop would go away, he was like, yo, this cop don't like you, bro. He's like, you hear how he keeps calling you boy? And I was like, yeah. He was like, yo, that's like, he said, like, that's some shit they say to us black folk. But he was like, the way he's saying it to you, thank you, man. Like, he's disrespectful when he's saying that. I was like, damn. And I'm still mad to this day, man. I let this cop force me into taking responsibility for this accident. But I let him do it. It's my own fault. But I'm not gonna lie, he scared me, bro. They will fuck over me too, because I'm not one of them. They really is. That shit racist as fuck. Yeah, it was crazy, bro. He told me shit was about to get ugly if I didn't tell him you know what he wanted me to say. It was crazy too. Like this redneck bastard's family pulled up. I didn't even know who they were. I thought they were like roadside assistants, like someone's insurance company come to help out. No, it was this fucking redneck sack of shit's family. And the family balls off. And I had my family, my kids with me, everyone. And then everyone went about their business. It was some bullshit, man. He's in a country as fuck place. Winsboro is like nothing out there. Lon, how far is Winsboro from New Orleans?
Like, this looks close. Like, bam, 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 bam. Yeah. See, what I'm being told is,
you know what's crazy too? That still at this point, the cop hasn't been like, I searched the car, but I didn't pop the trunk. Imagine too, like, if you have a body in a trunk, you know how like trunks have the underneath part where you could, like, the spare tire is? Could you fit a body under there?
is that the boy who gave him permission to use the car is missing.
Yeah, I feel you too, Millie. Like, who just says boy like that? Like, if you're saying boy, you're talking like in a non-redneck racist way. You only say boy. I don't even never say boy. Who says that? I'd say kid. I was gonna say you'd say boy if you were talking about a child, like, but I'd say kid. But then sometimes I also will reference if someone's a teenager, 4 hours north of me. Okay, line. But I also say kid, like if I'm talking about like a teenager, like, yo, this kid, man, this kid's fucking crazy, you know? But like, who says boy like that? I guess it's just ingrained in their lingo. I don't know, Lon. You're from that way. School me up, bro. Like with the whole boy thing. As far as being used in a racist way, a non-racist way.
So he's lying his ass off. Go looking for the person who owns the car, find out that the son of the owner of the car.
Let's see has he been saying boy too when he's talking about it too? Because this one cop is black. So is he saying it to him as well?
Car is missing, and now we got bullet holes all in the car. So something's. The only thing he lied about was his address in Winsboro. So he don't have a driver's license, but he lied about living down here. I don't think he thought that was going to do. But there's a Richmond, and the car is registered out of my road. I don't know who's supposed to be calling me. They said somebody was supposed to call me. The Yale Sheriff's Office said somebody was calling me.
Jackson, Mississippi. The closest big city to there. Jackson is the capital of Mississippi, right? Yo, and it sounded too like when he was just talking to the black cop, he said, is registered to the, and he didn't say boy, if I'm not tripping, I don't know. Hold on, y'all, I gotta unplug this.
Something about this boy that's missing the bullet holes. I'd like to.
No, he did say boy there as he was talking to the black cop, so he did say it to the black cop as well.
At least we need good. I guess I'll do as much good contact as I can.
You just don't hear people saying boy much now that Jay Millie brings it up. You know what? I don't know why it just pops into my head as we're having this convo. Remember the Brandy song, Brandy and Monica? The Boy Is Mine, pause.
Yes, sir. I just looked in the console, the center console. He had.
Also, where he's telling him, he said, have you been in the vehicle? He said, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I sure did. Yes, sir. I looked in the, what do you say, in the center console? And they're both over 18, Lon just pointed out. He said it should be man missing. It's not like these are like fucking 16-year-old kids. How old was the victim and the perpetrator? Do y'all know? Yo, that was, you remember that other song back then that Monica had with Jermaine Dupri on it, where it was like, baby, baby, tell me what's up. Can you feel me or do I need to turn it up? Huh, baby, baby. Yo, there were so many bangers back then. And then, early 20s. They were both in their early 20s. And JD had that track with Mariah Carey back then. What was it called? Damn, what was that one that he had with Mariah Carey? Sunshine? Heartbeat? I can't remember. Sweetheart. Was it Sweetheart? I don't know what the fuck it was. Yo, you know what song I listened to yesterday, guys, that I ain't heard in a minute? Do you guys remember that? That one song that was like, tear it up, let me see it, tear it up. All across the board, we gonna tear it up. We gonna rock it to the beat, cut off. We gonna rock this. Young One, that was with the Rough Riders. Babe, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm just taking off the last thing. I'm done. You can come up if you want.
I got the car running. Or I'll come up. I'm still on this live. We're playing this video.
The doobie and
When
the ashtray thing.
true crime stuff.
But I really didn't get a good look.
All right, what do you say? He should never said a thing because he said the guy gave him permission to drive the car. Now he's in the trunk.
Hey, Dad.
See?
Hold on, y'all. Let me get it. Hold on, buddy.
I'm gonna do the obvious thing I want to do. Hey. Yep. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands.
We can't find him anywhere.
Yeah, he's right there.
Where?
Hiding in the box. I don't know.
How'd you know that?
Because I hear him click. Oh, I see him.
Why do you see loud body?
Hands up. Put your hand behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Don't move. Do you understand? Don't move. To get to the court of law, you have a right to an attorney. Have one present during any questioning. At any time, you can choose not to make any statements or answer any questions. You understand?
I knew that once they seen the body, it was gonna go like that. He said he drew down on him. Remember that? I said that a little while ago. I said, do you think when he sees the body?
If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you by court. Do you understand? Do you understand? Who is that? Who is that? Who is who? That's Mike. That's Mike. How did Mike get there? Tell me. It wasn't me, man. It was. I just hit him, bro. I did. You just hit him? I did. Okay. Lock this down. Lock this down. F-39 to Region 3.
What'd you say? What's up?
Budget Suites, they found a body in someone's trunk.
For real?
Yeah. Right here in Las Vegas. It's literally on Tropicana.
They said, do you understand? And then ask questions. Typical police. Right after saying that, you have the right. Yeah. You shouldn't have said anything. I think I did.
Get in there. Get in there.
Those you been had, right?
Region
10, 15.
10 board, 10, 15, and 16, 58. 58, 5, 16, 26.
26 is 125-03057, 125-0357. F-39 Trip F desk. Need a supervisor out here.
Where's the car though? I need the car.
I am LA-17, 1 mile north of LA-4. Can you give me a 21, Sergeant?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end this. That's crazy though. But yeah, sorry guys, I gotta end this abruptly.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Sure.
JayCoffeeTalk, thanks for tapping into the channel, y'all, and have a good one. JayCoffeeTalk, news, podcast, sports, and more.
Another thing is that part of the state doesn't see that many bodies.
Yeah, bro, my team has a 93
Guy had
overall.
another guy in the trunk. They said, do you... Oh. Yeah. It's so crazy how close, though, he really got away to getting away with that. But yeah, guys, I gotta
Thanks so much for tapping in. See you on the next one. JayCoffeeTalk.
Yeah, Dad, let me check this out though. My team has a 93 overall rating.